Hello and welcome to Cobalt Retro Tech. Hope you're having an awesome day. Because, honestly, my day could be going just a little better right now. See, this is my childhood copy of Namco Meuseum. I've had this for a very long time, and the original Xbox version of this game is very sentimental and nostalgic for me. Unfortunately, the first time I stuck this game in on my new original Xbox, it wouldn't read the game. And it makes sense because this specific copy is beat to all hell. You probably can't see it all that well, but trust me, it is very scratched, and I'm not surprised this Xbox can't read the game. So a few days ago, I went ahead and grabbed myself a brand, new copy of it off of eBay. This one is currently in the Xbox. And I don't know if you'll be able to notice it, but it is basically in pristine condition. It is basically not scratched at all. So the issue that I'm having is kind of weird, because as you'll see in a second, it loads up just fine. Absolutely no problems loading it up. Which is why I thought initially that I wouldn't have any problems with this specific copy. Hello. See? Absolutely no problems. The game I really noticed I have problems is pull position. Again, starting it up, it works just fine. I'm not very good at this game, but you get the point. If I exit to the main menu, it works! What? Alright, hold on. Maybe I gotta qualify first and get to the high score screen. Alright, I managed to get placed. I'm gonna play the rest of this game to the point where I get on the scoreboard, and if it freezes after that, that's when I'm gonna have a problem. I don't have to play well, I just need to get to that point. Like I said, I don't get to play well. Alright, fair enough. Alright, fair enough. Alright, now we're at that game over screen. Oh, and I pause. It spins down the disc and stops reading it. Interesting. The symptom is slightly different this time around, even though I've done literally nothing different. So we know it saved the data because it was my first high score there. Why can it start the game but freeze when it's exiting? And does this happen with the other games? And because it's absolutely frozen and there's no guide button on the original Xbox, I have to completely restart. And if you notice there, it took a second for it to actually recognize that I pushed the off button. Alright, now we're back in. And I played Pac-Man Arrangement earlier. And the issue I was having was fairly similar, except it didn't fully crash. It just took an extra couple of seconds to get back to the main menu. So let's see if it does that. When that happened, I was on stage 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to replicate that as close as possible to be as scientific as possible, I guess. Okay, stage 3. And now I'm done with the game. I want to play some other games, Return to menu. Yes. And it behaves that time. What? Okay, what about Galaga? Ooh, that was close. Oh! I guess I don't have to play good, I just need to demonstrate. There we go. Alright, let's exit and see what it does. Just fine. Okay, what about Galaga arrangement? It's kind of weird that the problem I'm encountering here hasn't been consistent, basically, whatsoever. It makes it really hard to document this process. Nice. Well, that takes care of that. Alright, we played around. I want to play a different game. And it behaves normally. So what the heck? So the other games seem to be behaving normally. So let's do a round of pole position again. Yes, I don't need to play nice. Alright, Kyle. Next. This game's a little tricky to play on a controller. Believe it or not, I can usually do a little bit better on the actual arcade machine, but it doesn't really matter right now. Interesting, it did not save that number 2 position. And it froze and stopped reading the disc. This is new. This is really weird because I have Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, Halo and Halo 2, both in this case, Pac-Man World 2, and Burnout Revenge. And they're all in varying degrees of worse condition than this Namco Meuseum disc, but this Namco Meuseum disc is flipping me crap. No freezing whatsoever. Granted, I'm not going all over the disc, because Pac-Man World 2 is a linear game, as are most of these other titles. But yeah, I mean, I've been able to make a little bit of progress with Burnout Revenge here. I've played about 90% of Munch's Odyssey, and I've played a little bit of Halo and Halo 2, and I've never had problems like what I'm experiencing with Namco Meuseum. I don't know if it's a thing with my disk drive, or the disc itself. So I guess I'm gonna have to play Namco Meuseum a little bit more and see what exactly is going on, maybe, hopefully. I just noticed that my new copy of Namco Meuseum doesn't use the same colors as my other 2 copies. I'm pretty sure my first copy is legit, considering I got that straight from, it was either Game Crazy or GameStop, and I haven't had any problems trying to read this disc on systems that can read PlayStation 2 discs. I didn't even realize that this new copy of Namco Meuseum I have doesn't even have the same colors. So, but yet, yeah, even the manual doesn't. The manual matches those colors. See, the manual matches the colors, but not the cover. So I don't know if that's just a reproduction cover, because this case isn't in the best shape, because there is a little tear right there and some spots on the case itself. I don't know if that's a clue to anything, but it is worth noting. So at this point, I had this copy of the game for about a month now, and I noticed after checking my work while editing that every game had this issue after pole position had written to the scoreboard. So I sent that back, got a new copy, it works just fine. So with all that being said, thank you for tuning in. Please drop a like, subscribe if you'd like, and check me out on Twitter. See ya!